Meant to ask you this the last time I was on the show, but I know you know this. Maybe not a lot of other people do. Maybe I'm completely off base on this one, but the Federal League's got a bit of a reputation.
Oh, yeah.
Like Slapshot wasn't just written out of thin air. And I'm not saying that it's the same league it was back in 1977 when that movie was written, but it's got a bit of a reputation. Now, have you considered the fact that there might be a game or two where you see the opposing goaltender skating out to center ice, dropping his breadbasket, looking to meet you at center ice? Does that cross your mind?
Why do you think I was doing jiu-jitsu 3 days a week this summer? First thing, I walked into the studio and I said, I need to be ready for a scrap.
Wow.
What are we going to do? Arm bars. We're rolling. No, in all seriousness, there is a reputation to the Fed, and I think that my game has to change a little bit based on that. Like, just like on a professional standpoint, I can't get away with what I was getting away with in Sweden. Like the vlog, got to rein it in a bit. Can't be shown as much. What I say online, got to rein it in just a touch. My mouth to other guys are going to hold me accountable. Like guys that have been playing the league like 5-6 years that are making $250, $300 a week. They're not going to be very happy with some dude coming in first year rookie in North America making videos.
Right.
Mouth shut, very humble, very respectful. And then on top of that, like I actually have to play. I have to get off to a good start and be focused on that because in North America where they're giving me the $125 a week to $500 US a month like we talked about, they haven't prepaid any of that. So they get rid of me. They get somebody else who's more justified for the $125. So even though I'm signed, there's a very short leash, and I need to get off to a good start. In Sweden, where they've invested money up front, you don't get the money back on the visa. You don't get the money back on the import card. So less leash, need a good start, need to be respectful to guys, and need to set a good impression, set a good tone.
I'm going to try and give you a couple of pointers as a comedian and somebody who has done stand-up comedy and somebody who has dealt with hecklers and somebody who has had a reputation of being a bit of a mouthpiece on the ice. Try and think ahead to what some of the comments are going to be from whether it be players on your team or players on the other team. What's with the cameras? What's with the cameras? Have this thing's ready to go. Like whatever they throw at you, have something that's going to be funny, respectable, but a way to explain you're not here to take their shit.
So here's my take on that. Things are going to be a little bit different because I'm not doing the cameras myself this year. Like I'll be filming some stuff outside of hockey, but like the media team's going to be helping me with all that kind of stuff.
Good.
So it's going to be a lot different. So it's less hands-on. I'm like right now, I understand the importance of getting off to a good start in this season with, like we talked about how scarce opportunities are. I know how important it is to have a good first day of training camp, to have a good home opening game if I get that start. I'm not worried about like chirping guys or good comebacks. Like my comeback, my chirps will be a good performance opening night and having the trust and the faith in my coaching staff. Because honestly, like what's some guy that's going to say to me? Your videos suck. Well, so you've been watching them? No.
No, we just say try to make a living, bud. Just try to make a living. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Some guys may take exception to that, so be it. Yeah. I'm a guy coming to play hockey. I want to make some saves for my team. I want to win some games. I know it's cliche BS, but that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm so focused on doing. Some guys won't like it, and that's fine.
Yeah, listen, the good performance always backs up your mouth, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. Do you have any personal expectations of what you want to do this year as far as a goals against average, save percentage, all that stuff?
None of that. I find when you start thinking about those stats, shit just starts going sideways. Like, oh, well, they just scored on me on the 8th shot, so that means I got to make 12 more saves to get back to a 900, not let the next goal. Like that just screws with your mind so much. I know for a fact when I'm focused on my game, one save at a time and doing the right things, like from a technical aspect, weight forward on saves, chin down, head forward, making saves in control, everything falls into place. And the rest really doesn't matter.
So one thing Don Cherry said once upon a time is you have to be aware of who's on the ice at all times. As a goaltender, do you play in your net differently depending on who the defensive pair is?
I have to be aware. I definitely have to be aware. So I guess we can say this season. So I was averaging 38 shots against every night on average. Like that's a lot of shots.
Yep.
So with that being said, I have to be aware where most of those shots are coming from this pair of D-man. This guy may be tossing a pizza, right? The all you can eat right up the middle. Like I can see everything on the ice, and I know usually when a turnover is going to happen and when something bad is going to happen. So you got to be aware of that. But I don't think I changed my game. It's more situational. Like if we're on a 5-on-3, I'm playing at 50% of my crease because I need to be able to move because they're cycling that puck fast. If it's just like a one-on-one, I can take a little bit more depth. I can be a little bit more patient. I can just make that save calm, cool, and collected. And as long as I'm playing to my strengths and putting pucks on certain sides of the ice, depending on, we're going to be in a good position. It's a very tactical game.
Are you the type of goaltender that will reward, very similar to the way a quarterback will reward his offensive line if he doesn't get sacked? He'll take him out for dinner. Are you kind of like, do you have the same kind of relationship with your D-man?
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
Pop culture.
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.